Hi, everyone. Happy to be here. I first met Selma, it's been over 20 years ago. She was working on the set of a show called The Wedding Planner. In that awkward way actors are when visiting a production that we're not actually a part of. So while being introduced and exchanging the usual, nice to meet yous, her internal dialogue is saying, "Why is she here?" And I'm saying, "Why am I here?" But I actually got to know Selma in March of 2019. I'm slightly embarrassed to say on Instagram. I started following Selma earlier that year. Where is she, by the way? Earlier that year, when I reluctantly joined Instagram and was instantly taken with her. I mean, her writing, her mind, her heart, I was just besotted. And we started DMing each other. And that's how our friendship grew. And then throughout the awful 2020 pandemic quarantine, each morning I looked forward to reading Selma's posts and hearing her daily musings and what kind of intriguing outfit she might be wearing and, what was happening with that love of her life, Arthur. And her humor and reflections just helped reset me and millions of her followers. Her fortitude with which she has faced MS is nothing short of heroic. And we need her kind of hero right now, more than ever. And not only the MS community. She is completely transparent with the challenges and heartbreak of this disease and speaks to her struggle and successes like a poet. She brings a depth of compassion that we are all inspired by and is an example of how social media can and should be used as a tool for connection, inspiration, and healing. Look, my words could never do her justice, so I'd rather share a snippet of some of Selma's IG with you. As examples of why she's so damn special and has captured our hearts. So, February 25, 2019, red carpet event. So this was a streak of light to say that I am here. I am still in an exacerbation, so there was some nervousness. I don't do anything the way I was once able. I will, though. I can regain much. Mama's got to work. And I will be able to do so much more on my own. But this man, until that comes, this man and a host of others light the way and hold the moon. The Texas Troya was a hero, wanting me to shine brightly in a time that can be so challenging. He knew I wanted to be able to stand proudly as the woman I have become and hope to be a part of something so special when my body won't move clearly yet. And then I felt the love from the photographers who have watched me goof around on the red carpet since I was in my 20s. I felt the warmth of the bulbs, the strength of my gown, his attentive touch. And I still hoped my brain could send signals to the remainder of my time there. And I sobbed. And I appreciated every single second. Every surprising tear, he was there, as he has always been. And that is the reason I could. Thank you, Troy. We got me just where I wanted to be for a night. And later I pushed my way into a family photo with Diana Ross. OMG, true love right here forever. May 16, playing tennis. Hashtag fuck MS. She's also completely uninhibited, irrepressibly blunt, and an oversharer with an outrageous sense of humor, has great style, full of love and compassion. And a multiple sclerosis diagnosis did not change any of this. She has embraced, yet refused to allow MS to define her. She's a mom, an actress, a poet, writer, trendsetter. She is a warrior. If you have seen director Rachel Fleet's unflinching documentary introducing Selma Blair, you know what I mean.
This is what happened. That I will see that one I get really uncomfortable, but I'm not uncomfortable with you or anything.
The film chronicles Selma's courageous journey of personal acceptance and resilience after being diagnosed with MS in 2018. She has fully embraced her position as representative with an opportunity to educate a wider audience about what she and others with MS are experiencing. It could help someone recognize symptoms, get an earlier diagnosis, or find a better treatment. Selma wants to do more than just give a voice to those with disabilities. She wants to give them a sense of comfort. If you feel all alone, facing challenges on your own, Selma is here to tell you that you're not. And for this, I am deeply honored to present the Hollywood Reporter's Equity and Entertainment Award to Selma Blair.
Thank you. Okay, I'm good. Okay. This is.
I just want you to touch it.
I'm gonna. It's heavy, so Michelle is gonna be a responsible party. It's gorgeous. Oh, here I go. Oh, wait. Tom Brown.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Here, you want to just do
Look
this
at
and let him
this.
take your picture?
Oh, look. You're so smart. You've
Okay.
done this a
Just
lot.
hold it, brace it, just hold it. Okay.
I'm embracing it and holding it.
Okay.
I love it. Thank you. Good morning. Thank you to Nikessa, Moody, and the Hollywood Reporter for inviting me to join you today, honestly. Thank you, Michelle, who I first fell in love with on screen at the age of 9. And I'm sorry, Michelle, but this is important. That same year, my mom bought me a little Kodak Instamatic camera from the drugstore. And the first frame I shot was a still life I composed on our front lawn under my favorite apple blossom tree, featuring the cassette tape soundtrack to Grease 2. But it was really a big deal. It was the only image I had of Michelle Pfeiffer. And I wanted to have a backup just in case, so I put it there on the lawn, took a picture. I still have it. I found it like a month ago. But really, I mean, it was that important. My affection for this woman on this screen. I wanted to keep this vibrant, tough angel with me forever. So it's no surprise then, because of Instagram, thank you, DM, it was Michelle Pfeiffer whom I called when I was in really deep distress while alone at Northwestern Hospital. Who was there for me? It was really beautiful. I mean, I'm sorry. I called you. I was on Dilaudid. I know I said it too. I've had my run-ins with like a few blackout calls in my life, but never when sober on Dilaudid to Michelle Pfeiffer. And I was incredulous. It made me so happy as I'm doing this. I'm going, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I am. I took advantage of every thread this town gave me. I was like, no, this is the time to do it. I'm taking it all, and I'm taking all of this, and this, I love you still, and of course even more in real life, and I really do love Stephanie Zanoni, and you cracked your gums so sexy. And I know it might not be on the credits initially of what Michelle wanted to talk about as her credits went on, and I know this isn't the Michelle Pfeiffer show. I'm obviously in love. You're safe. I can't run that fast, too. Okay. Thank you, though. Honestly, it's the power of the women in this room and the people we love, and that she showed up for me, and that you all are, and for what I may represent. But that chair in the clip, that was Carrie Fisher's chair. The womb chair, something I only just connected, how she was a mother figure to me. A cherished brain and friend, a mentor, who I am proud to say not only made womb for me. Yes, I did, get it, womb chair. I had to, I'm not Molly Shannon. But she did, she made the biggest contributions to meeting a stigma and dismantling its power to shame. She gave me the permission to be vulnerable with you, with all of us, and she moved mental mountains in the multitudes who admire her. So thank you for that, Carrie. Carrie. It's a bad joke. There is a scene in the film, introducing Selma Blair, go see it. There's, I don't get up here a lot, it's a big deal, where I said prayers the moments before receiving my transplant. And in it, I didn't pray to be able to move or walk or speak any differently than I did on any given day or forever. I prayed to change. My story is but one of many, but disability is not a distant monolith. It is an intractable part of our shared humanity. And everyone in this room knows the power of entertainment to create a sense of community. And it is our responsibility, those of us in this room, to do so. By creating more inclusive content, by telling stories that more authentically represent and include all of us, by being allies in our workspace, by setting the bar higher for accessibility standards, by living and working in the intersectionality of our collective human experience, we become worthy of the enormous access and influence we have. So really consult with companies like Andrea Levant Consulting to learn to have discussions around information and resources needed in practicality to welcome the disability community to the table, to ensure that we can even make it to the table. So seek out the other stories. Take the phone calls. Hire other disabled people in front of and behind the camera. Not because it is the right thing to do, although it is, but because you and whatever project you are working on will be better for having done so. I want to thank Andrea and Keely Catwells, both of whom are with us here today, and my angel, Jim Lebrecht, director, Crip Camp, and many things, and Sarah Fisher, all of whom were at Shondaland, have welcomed me and encouraged me with open spirits and loving hearts as I embarked on this new path. Mostly, I want to thank Rachel Fleet, my Dayton director, who wrote me a love letter I will spend the rest of my life reading. It is only through the lens of a woman like you that I could show up so effortlessly. You're always holding space for my heartbreak and heart mend so that others may recognize their own. To Troy Ninkin, who has paid for this fortuitous relationship in blood, sweat, and tears to keep me here until I started to feel my worth. And then you carried on to help the others left behind. To Krista Smith, my Margot, who has never left my side since the days we met over 20 years ago. And to my dear friend Ingrid Sishi, who, like Krista, saw something true and beautiful flickering in me. To Hilda Queely, who believes the best is yet to come. And to Reese Witherspoon, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and all my friends who literally fed me and kept the light going for me, and most importantly, my son. I will do my best every day. Well, even, I had to rethink that for a minute. Even bad days when my best feels only very mediocre. A phrase I once used to bug my grammatically accurate mother. I will do my best to live up to what each of you has given me. The documentary is not about the body I am living in. It is about all of us, our shared human spirit. And it is the honor of my life to stand before you today and accept this award on behalf of all the women who won't have movies made about them, but whose stories are important, whose lives are vital. Thank you so much. Big love. Thanks.